Think you need a full backswing for power? Well, think again, because I'm going to show you how a shorter swing can unlock more speed, better control and longer shots without breaking your rhythm at all. So I think for most golfers, the idea of making that longer backswing makes sense because that club head's got longer to travel, therefore longer to accelerate, to hit the ball. And the idea being the ball should go further. But unfortunately, what we tend to see with golfers who make very long backswings is they actually don't generate maximum speed. They strike the ball quite poorly, the direction's not great, and the distance is poor. So everything becomes kind of counterproductive for what they're trying to do. So let me talk you through what I see as the major mistake that golfers try with that long backswing. So they try and get the club as far back as possible, and traditionally we always talk about maybe getting the club parallel to the ground. But if I get to the top of the swing there, we can see not a massive amount of shoulder turn, arms have collapsed, very narrow at the top, so then it's really difficult to get that club back. So I love the feeling when we're actually working on a shorter backswing of actually having an idea of big body turn, short arm swing. And let me explain what that means. So if I were to not use my arms at all in my backswing and just turn my body, I can see there I can get a full 90-degree shoulder turn and my hands only get pretty much opposite my sternum. But obviously I wouldn't want to just hit shots like that because I do need a little bit of the hands, arms and wrists involved in the takeaway. But the first thing I like golfers to feel is actually where they can turn the body to. And I know even for me, that's probably further than I get in my backswing. So it's actually making a few of those swings. And even if you want, with no hands involved, kind of just hit a couple of shots. And straight away I can see 75 mile an hour, 4.2 inches ahead, face and path pretty good, and 136 yard carry. And there, compared to normal, and compared to anyone who has that long backswing, that is definitely a bigger shoulder turn, bigger body turn, and definitely shorter arms. Now, people like Jon Rahm do this amazingly. You can see massive body turn, doesn't get his arm swing that long on the way back, but boy does he create some power through impact. And over the years, there's been lots and lots of successful golfers that have done it. And when I think back in the 90s, Greg Norman, very big shoulder turn again, only a 3/4 length arm swing, but he hit the ball a long way and very, very accurately. So I think the first thing is to get a feel of how much the body can turn in that backswing. And even there where I feel the arms aren't involved at all, again, 75 mile an hour, 5 inches ahead, great delivery of face and path, and nearly 150 yards carry. And I would say if you're working on short backswing, it's very, very hard to think about stopping the hands and arms in a particular place. I get lots of golfers tell me that they're long, they'll tell me that they've made a shorter backswing, and when we look at it on camera, the arm swing and the body turn are exactly the same. So I think it's initially get the motor, the body turning much more back and through, and feel that the arms aren't involved at all. And spend a little bit of time, hit some shots with that. And I think the more of it you can do, the better and better that'll be. So then we want to feel, how do I actually get the club and the hands and arms working correctly? Well, a lot of people talk about kind of feeling how you're hinging those wrists, what we're doing. I think the best way of feeling it is as the body starts to turn, I just want you to feel like you just push the butt end of the club down, and as they push the butt down, the club head will work up, and then we can feel big body turn, push down on the butt of the club, and that for me now feels short, feels wide, feel like I'm really coiled, and ready to make that really powerful swing on the way through. And I do love it, the fact that if you can stand up there and get that feel, even if you don't try and put much effort into it, we can see 85 mile an hour, 3.1 inches ahead, bullet straight and 162 yard carry. And that just feels so easy. Definitely feels different to how I would do it personally. Normally in my swing, I think I get very lazy in my swing, and it kind of feels like the hands and arms move. And the hands and arms have moved so far, then my body starts to turn. And then for me, that's pretty much the top of my backswing. No real coil. And don't get me wrong, I still hit some good shots. I don't want that one back, 85 mile an hour, 4.6 inches ahead, very straight, 155 carry. But that feels like I'm putting a lot into that golf swing, whereas when we do the big body turn, the short arm swing, it just feels so simple. So again, we're going to rehearse just the body. Do 2 or 3 of those. Then all I'm going to put into that is just pushing the handle down as I start away. And then into the golf ball. Maybe just a little bit out the toe. 87 mile an hour club speed, 4 inches ahead. Again, very accurate, and 158 yards carry, even with a little miss hit. And I think for a lot of golfers as well, particularly the short arm swing is so beneficial because it keeps some width in the swing. And if we think about that club moving in that circular motion around the golf swing, if that club's coming in wider, it can be a little bit shallower into the ball. Will depend a little bit how much forward your low point is, but if we're coming just down like that, it's incredibly hard to get that consistent strike. Whereas when we've got that width in the downswing, it's much easier to collect the ball, hit the turf, and then swing all the way through. So we're going to go again. One swing, big body. Then one practice swing, big body, short arms, and then into the ball. So big body turn. Now we're going to push down on the grip. Then into the ball. And again, 86 mile an hour, 3.3 inches ahead, another bullet straight one, and 160 carry. So remember, if we want to hit the golf ball further, yes, we want to strike the ball out the middle of the club face. We want to generate maximum club head speed that we can while maintaining that control. But very often it doesn't come from making that big, long backswing where the body stops, the arms collapse, and that's almost the reverse of what I'm talking about. That's almost small body turn, long arm swing. We want to feel big body turn, short arm swing, then you can commit through. And maybe like John Rahm and some of the best players in the world, just maybe shorter backswing is going to be more powerful, more consistent, and help you play your best golf ever.